Have you ever seen a VR headset such as Gear VR or the HTC Vive or even the Oculus Rift and wondered how can I develop for that? Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to develop for one of those three headsets. I'm going to be showing you guys how to develop for the Gear VR. So I'm going to be showing you guys what the best practices are while developing for it, how to get good frame rates, and how to make it look good at the same time. So let's go ahead and get right into it. One thing that I see a lot is people adding random objects, like just adding a plane and then adding a cube and just like scaling it up and adding, duplicating it, and just not caring about the poly counts and not caring about the materials either. I'll show you more about the materials in a little bit, but this is what not to do. Don't just go adding random objects. That's not good. That's just not good right there. You're going to waste your time by putting it into Gear VR and testing it out. It's not going to work at all. One, your shadows are too high resolution, and two, your materials aren't right. So let me show you how to do it. What you're going to want to do is not add a plane like this. It has too many polys. So instead, go into Blender and add a plane. And it's as simple as that. It's less poly counts. So you can do this with cubes too, by the way. It's less poly, it has a lower poly count, sorry. And it's much better anyway. You can customize it more anyway. It does take more time, yes, but it is better. Less polys equals better frame rates. One of the biggest problems I see in the community of Gear VR developers is the materials. That's just a big problem. It just makes it low FPS and everything. So you're going to change it to mobile diffuse. And it works perfectly. That's the best thing that you can use other than writing your own shaders. Make sure it's mobile diffuse. And you don't want just one thing to be mobile diffuse. You want everything to have the same material at the same time because there's less draw calls that are being called. So make sure every single material every single object has the same material. That is very important. Next up on the list, we have lighting. This is one of the most important things other than the other stuff, the materials, the models, all that. You're going to want to do the quality settings, so go to that and change everything to low resolution. This is very important because it allows the phone to handle it without having to calculate all this stuff. Next up, change the lighting resolution to be low, and then after that, go to the lighting panel, baking panel, whichever one you want to call it. And now you can change the ambient scene thing to be color or change to skybox. But the most important thing is changing the ambient GI to be baked. Uncheck auto and build it right there. Make sure you build it. That is very important. Now, why do we have to do this? The reason we do this is to allow the scene to be pre-baked. That way, when we go and let's just say go to our scene in Gear VR and move something, the shadow wouldn't be there anymore. So that's one problem with it. But the big thing is it allows us to push more heavy, more polys into the scene, and also a little bit better materials with a little bit higher resolution textures. And that is it for this tutorial. I'm very sorry that it was a really short one, but I felt like it was very important for people that want to get started in Gear VR development. Like this tutorial if you want to see more tutorials with Gear VR stuff in it, or anything else like that. Leave a suggestion in the comments for what tutorials you want me to do, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye-bye.